Welcome back everyone, Casey with CX Mods. Today we've got a really fun upgrade and that we'll show you right now. We got a head unit from Carabc and this thing is a beast. I am very excited to install this. The factory head unit is it's too small and some of the features on it aren't the greatest and up to date. So we're going to be putting this in and I will kind of just roughly go over what's included real quick before we get started. Got an installation wiring diagram, user's manual, and then I will just pull out the head unit here. And this, I believe this is a 13.2 inch screen, so it's going to be a huge upgrade compared to the factory unit. I have not done this on this vehicle before, but from what I've seen, it shouldn't be too difficult. I've replaced the head unit in my past 4Runner, and based on that, I think this will be way easier because that was a little bit more involved. But install, from what I've seen, just a piece of trim behind the head unit and then some 10 millimeter bolts, and it comes right out. But there's also going to be there's some brackets in here, some wiring. I'm guessing some of this might not be needed, but we'll go over that later. So yeah, comes with everything needed for installation. I don't think it's going to be very difficult, so I will try and go over this as best as I can, and we'll see how it goes. But let's get to the car and get started. All right, so you're going to start by removing this trim piece. We got a little pry tool. Easy. Get back there and move these bolts. So get the bolts out of there. You'll want those removed since they might try and hold on to that bracket and the threading. But I believe there's just some push clips at the bottom, so just pull the unit out and then you'll have access to all this wiring here. So I will remove this stuff. That's easy as that. All right, so they include this bracket. All you have to do is line it up, and there's little slots that the bracket just slides into, and then these little clips, you'll transfer those over from the factory unit onto their bracket. So the rest of this should be pretty cut and dry as far as what goes where. Start plugging some stuff in here. Don't think we're gonna need some of this stuff, but if I can find a place for it, I'll probably just plug it in, and then if it doesn't end up being hooked up, I'll just leave it hanging. Here. See this other wiring. probably a little GPS antenna or something. Don't know if it's going to be necessary since I'll have the phone hooked up to it, so let's see. I need this one. I don't think I need this yellow harness because this looks like more for aftermarket stereo stuff. This is most likely going to be how you plug your phone into the unit. So I'm gonna mock this all up, and then if anything, I'll get it plugged in, and then I'll just test it out, see if everything's working correctly, and go from there. All right, now we'll just start plugging things in and get that side of things going. So I think that might be it. Let's just test it out here and see. So far so good.
By My Morning Jacket. Time Waited on Studio One.
Will they say time waits for no one, dear?
Okay, now let's get this thing plugged in and see what it does. All right, so I'm just gonna push everything back in here and then just clip it in, just so that I have a better look at everything and mess with it, just see how it functions. So that should be good. And then I've got this, the trim piece isn't put in the back, so I have access to the USB portion. I'll plug it in now. Just kind of show you how it functions with it plugged in. So right when I plugged it in, the video stopped, but this is what it looks like. It automatically recognized my phone once I plugged it in. Maps is working. Obviously got Spotify here. Back, navigate on this. Got phone, maps. This is such a huge improvement. And then if you get out of all this and go home, go down. Let's hit that. Nope. Yeah, so there's a lot to mess with here. It's the thing about these are it's really nice just because they're essentially just a computer. So you've got your Play Store. So one thing I did on my last 4Runner was I downloaded Gaia. So if we were off-road, we had the trails all set up and could follow that easily. You got YouTube here. And then, so yeah, you'll have Netflix. You can download stuff and have it stored. So if you're ever camping and feel like watching a movie, you can do that. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna mess with this a little bit, but overall I'm really happy with how it looks. Yeah, Yeah, so you got Bluetooth and all that stuff. You get that set up that way. I'm gonna connect that here and then see what that looks like just for comparison. And this is actually Bluetooth, so the last head unit I had, the interface was a bit different when it was plugged in and had Bluetooth, but it looks identical, so I'd probably just do Bluetooth then, which is nice. Let's see if I get that screen. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I feel like it's a little slower performance-wise. It's not terrible. So if that bothers you, you can definitely plug it in. Yeah, it's definitely a little laggier. But overall, still a really nice unit. Alright, so that's all it takes to do the installation. It's really easy. I bet you could probably get this done in less than a half an hour, honestly. I'll just show you. There's a few things that I didn't use, and I'm not quite sure what some of it is, but I figured I'd show you just to kind of give you an idea of some of the extra stuff that comes with it. They give you a mic, so I haven't tested the phone yet, but I'm guessing maybe this is what that's for then. My last one connected to the actual mic in the car, so it should be fine, but I'll test that later. This is that camera for the rear view camera. This is GPS. I did test this, and there's a little app for the GPS, but I don't find it necessary since I'm going to be using all this. And then I think this is probably for more of those audio nerds that know stuff that I don't. So, and then I think this is just the long cable for the camera. Otherwise, we used everything else. This is the factory trim piece. They give you another one, but I will have to transfer these clips over so that the replacement works with the new head unit. But overall, so far with the install and just the use of it, it's a huge improvement. I feel like I'm in a newer car now. It's a nice upgrade for the price. I'm really happy with it. The only bummer is the fact that if you do want to plug the USB in, I will most likely run it down and get it down here somehow. I'll look into that. Not a huge deal or a deal breaker for me, but the old head unit was it's so tiny, and the tech is it's not that great. So having this will be really nice. I messed around with it. There's some games on here too. Say you're waiting for somebody, you can play Diamond Rush or whatever. So, or you got a kid that's waiting on something. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I know I've probably said that enough, but overall, it's definitely worth it to me and anyone else that's looking for a bigger, cleaner head unit. I do find that with it plugged in, I will most likely run it that way, since it's a little laggy with Bluetooth. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us at sales@cxmods.com or find us on social media and message us there. Thanks for watching.